Domo arigato, my friends. It is J-Wro here on the J-Wro Show, bringing you another delicious, vibrant, vivacious vegan recipe for you. And if they're experimental and exploratory enough, your family too. You know, one of the things that I always crave, you guys, that I just can't seem to ever really get enough of is, like, you know that sweet and sour chicken at Chinese restaurants, or like the orange, like crispy chicken? Oh, two of my favorite dishes of all time. When I was a kid, I used to go with my Polish grandma. Don't talk about my Polish grandma Rose so much, but we used to go to the Chinese restaurant and I would get orange chicken and sweet and sour chicken like it was leaving the face of the planet. So, what I have for you guys here today is my interpretation of that classic, awesome recipe from my youth. I'm gonna be doing an orange glazed tempeh with some volcanic rice. Yes, volcanic rice. It was grown at the base of a volcano. We'll get to that later. The first thing I wanna show you guys is how to make the orange marinade for our tempeh. Check this out. Now you can't have orange glazed tempeh without the orange. So right here I have a cup of fresh squeezed organic orange juice, and we're gonna add that right to a medium-sized mixing bowl. Now the next ingredient, I'm gonna be doing some grated ginger. So what I'm gonna do is take my microplane here, and we're gonna go for about a teaspoon or so of grated ginger right to our orange juice. Now the next step is we're gonna add some minced garlic, or in this case, it's gonna be on the crushed side because I have this amazing, awesome garlic press from Joseph. Thank you, Eco Vegan Gal. Awesomest garlic press in the universe. If you guys just can't stand mincing garlic by hand and you don't want one of those presses, this is so cool. Check out this rocking action and how easy it is to mince and crush garlic. Next up, we're gonna be doing some coconut aminos. Now this is a soy-free coconut-based product that has the same sodium content and flavor as a regular tamari or namashoyu. So let's add 2 teaspoons. All right, now we're getting super authentic with our orange marinade. This is a Japanese rice cooking wine called Mirin, M-I-R-I-N. And it's got a nice, sweet, slightly tangy taste to it. But the cool thing is all the alcohol in here is going to burn off and cook off when we heat up our sauce. So let's add 1.5 tablespoons. For a touch of sweetness, we've got to add a little something. In this case, I love the flavor of maple syrup, so we're gonna add 2 teaspoons to the mix. For a nice spicy overtone, I'm gonna be adding a 1/2 teaspoon of ground coriander. Then I wanna add a little shake of ground black pepper. So our marinade is ready to go. We're gonna let this sit, maybe even give it a quick stir just to get all the flavors melding together. And then what we're gonna do is pre-grill our tempeh triangles over on the stovetop with a little bit of coconut oil for about 5 minutes on each side, just so they're nice and lightly browned. And then we're gonna add our orange sauce and get this all glazy and lazy and hazy and old school Chinese on your butt. All right, let's go over to the stovetop and grill some tempeh. So all you gotta do is just add your tempeh triangles right in. And what we wanna do is, again, just lightly grill these guys, saute these rather, for about 5 minutes on each side, just until you've got a nice light golden brown color before we add our orange marinade, which is gonna turn into our orange glaze, which is gonna turn into you saying, yum. So now let's add our orange sauce. Woo, baby. Oh man, that's awesome. That's action in the kitchen, kids, action. We're gonna let this simmer for about 10 minutes or so. After 10 minutes, you wanna check it. You'll know it's the right consistency when you have, again, that thick, rich, nice glazy glaze going on. You wanna stir it every few minutes just to make sure the tempeh is coated. In fact, what I would recommend is maybe halfway through, taking your spatula and flipping the tempeh triangles. Okay, so after about 10 to 12 minutes, we will let it go a little bit longer. We've got some really nice golden brown, orange glazed tempeh that we're gonna put over some volcano rice. So this is volcano rice. It's so plump, delicious. It's gonna be the perfect accoutrement for our orange glazed tempeh. And then what I like to do is get my tongs and just take the tempeh triangles and start putting them right on top. Now take a half a lime and just squeeze it right over the top. And then I like to garnish it with a little bit of cilantro leaves, fresh cilantro on top. And then finally, for a nice color contrast and a little bit of crunch, some black sesame seeds. All right, so we've got our old school orange chicken inspired tempeh dish. And now we gotta dive in and take it to the face. Here we go, a little bit of rice. Not too big of a bite, that looks good. So if you guys dug my orange glazed tempeh with volcano rice, give this recipe video a thumbs up and let me know, what's your little guilty pleasure from the Chinese restaurant? What's your all-time? Is it like dim sum? Is it wonton soup? Is it like me with the sweet and sour chicken? What's your all-time favorite Chinese restaurant dish? I'd love to know, because maybe I can make it healthier here. I do things like that from time to time, you know. Thank you so much for joining me. This is J-Wro, hanging out with the Sunwarrior tribe, bringing you guys the most amazing superfood recipes and healthy living tips. Be sure to subscribe to their channel here, Sunwarrior Tribe. Awesome, awesome videos, workout tips, recipes, the whole enchilada. Also subscribe to my channel, The J-Wro Show, if you haven't done so already. We've got new recipe videos every Wednesday. And of course, check us out on the social media networks, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, at Jason Wrobel, it's W-R-O-B as in baby, EL.com. And of course, Sunwarrior is rocking it like a hurricane, like an 80s metal band. That's how awesome they are. So guys, thanks so much for joining, and I will catch you soon with another inspired recipe. This means I can hang out, you know, basketball season starts soon. That's good, because I eat a lot of, I don't know, I just get in the mood for takeout food during basketball season. Any sports fans out there, you guys ever just like want takeout? I just want Thai, I just want noodles, I just want things that might not be great for me, but if I learn how to make it this way, then they will be healthy. No compromise here, baby. No compromise.